Okay. Okay, it starts out with just vocabulary. It says name a diameter. Diameter is a distance all the way across and through the center. So for this, it would be FG. Just looking at the other segments there, AB. Segment AB is a chord. Because remember, anything can be asked. Line AB is a secant. And line CE, that is tangent. Number 2, it says name a chord. A chord is a segment that goes across. It's going to be segment AB. And then name a secant. That's the entire line. So line AB. And then the other one that I didn't label, FO. FO would be a radius. Number 4, the diameter of a circular swimming pool is 15 feet. Find the circumference to the nearest hundredth. Circumference is pi times diameter. So circumference is 3.14 times 15. Now if I multiply these two numbers together, I get the circumference is 47.1 feet. If I look at the answer choices, 47.1 isn't there, but 47.12 is. The reason why this is a little bit different is because they use the pi button and I used 3.14. So if you're using 3.14, sometimes the answer will be a little bit off, and the reason why is because they're using the pi button. But that's still the correct answer. Number 5, it says the measure of angle BAD is 110. So 110 right there. Find the arc measure DE. Well, this angle is supplementary to this one, so you can do 180 minus 110 to get 70 degrees. And when you have a central angle, the arc is the same measure, so the answer is 70. Number 6 is a little bit trickier. It says points X and Y lie on circle P. They do not give you a picture, so you have to draw it out. Here's circle P. It says PX is 5 meters and measure of angle XPY is 90 degrees. So sketching this out, 90 degrees. Find the length of XY. It also tells you that PX is 5. Arc length, the equation for it is degrees over 360 times pi times diameter. Okay, so plugging the numbers in, I have 90 over 360 times 3.14 times diameter, which is 10. What were you going to ask?
What does that say above 360?
Oh, degrees. I just abbreviated it. Yeah. And then if you multiply this out, just divide 90 divided by 360 times 3.14 times 10. The answer is B. Number 7, chords X, Y, and WV are equidistant from the center. So chords X, Y, WV are equidistant from the center. When that happens, these chords are equal in length. So therefore, you can set these expressions equal. 2x plus 30 equals 5x minus 12. Solve it for x, and x is 14. Do you want me to actually solve it? Here. Nick, can you please be quiet? Thanks. I'm trying to do this quickly, remember? Okay, and number 8. Number 8, cross it out. I'm taking it off. Number 9, find the value of this angle, x degrees. It shows you that you have a diameter here. It shows this arc measure. These two arcs would have to be equal to 180, so I'm going to find this arc measure, 180 minus 122, which equals 58 degrees. So that's the arc. And then when you have an inscribed angle all the way across a circle, this angle is half of 58. So then you could take 58 divided by 2 to get 29 degrees, which is the angle. Number 10. 10, it says that we have a quadrilateral inscribed in a circle, and it doesn't give us a picture. I'm going to go ahead and draw that picture. So circle P, and it has a quadrilateral. So quadrilateral, four-sided shape. It doesn't say it's a square, rectangle, or anything. It's just a quadrilateral. It says this is E, F, G, H. With those letters, they do have to be in order, so just make sure to put them in order. It says measure of angle E is 72. Measure of angle F is 49. What is the measure of H? This one right here. Well, in a quadrilateral, the opposite angles are supplementary. So maybe make a note, opposite angles supplementary, meaning they add to 180. So to find angle H, we can do 180 minus 49 equals 131, and that's our answer. Number 11, line AB is tangent to circle C. Find the length of BC. When you have a tangent line, it is perpendicular to the radius, and it shows the radius right here. So this is a 90-degree angle. So sometimes you can use Pythagorean theorem to find different lengths. For this specific one, it wants you to use a special right triangle, the 30, 60, 90. So sketching out the 30, 60, 90 triangle, remember you have your short side, then your hypotenuse is double that short side, and then this medium length side is s times square root of 3. They gave us the short side, and they want to know what BC is, the hypotenuse. So we can just multiply this by 2 to get this length, and it's 24. Okay, and ready for the back? Okay. Here it shows a circle inside of a quadrilateral. It says that all of these segments are tangent to circle X. Find RS. Okay, so when you have these lines that are tangent and they're coming from one point, that means these segments are the same length. So we're trying to find the length of RS, this entire segment here. It shows that this is 6, so that means this distance has to be 6 as well. Whoa, it's blurry. Okay, and it shows that this is 7, so this has to be 7 as well. So we have 7 plus 6 equals 13 for that segment. Thomas, remember to stay focused up here. 13, cross it out.
Oh, where are we crossing now?
Because we didn't practice that, so we're just
He's in trouble.
crossing it out. 14.
Yeah.
Find X, this degree measure right here. It shows you that this arc measure and this arc measure. We can take the average of those two arcs to find this angle, and then use that to find angle X. So we're going to do 120 plus 84 divided by 2 to find the average. That comes out to 204 divided by 2 equals 102 degrees. So that's this angle right there, 120. Seems like my camera's having issues. Do you see that? Okay. Now to find X, we have to do 180 minus 120 to get X, because those two angles are supplementary. So the answer is 60 degrees. Wait, oh wait. I subtracted 120, it's 102. That's why it's not coming out. 102. Silly. Comes out to 78. Thank you, Thomas. Okay.
I told you, can I do that again?
From the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's asking for angle X. I don't have enough information for that, but it does show me these two arcs, and I can find the average of these two arcs to find this angle measure. So I added them, divided by 2 to get the average, which is this angle measure, and then it's supplementary to that one. That's why I subtracted it from 180. Number 5. For this one, the equation looks like this. Measure of angle M equals 1/2 it would be this arc minus this one. So arc AP minus arc BN. And then what I need to do is plug in the numbers I have. It already gives me the angle measure, 12 degrees. Arc AP, I don't know, so I'll call that X. And arc BN is 33 degrees. Then I need to solve for X. I'm going to distribute the 1/2 to both of those terms. So I get 12 degrees equals 1/2 X. 1/2 times 33 is negative 33 is negative 16.5. Then I can add 16.5 to both sides, and it comes out to 28.5 equals 1/2 X. Continue solving, divide both sides by 1/2. 0.5 works better in the calculator, so I'm going to divide both sides by 0.5. 28.5 divided by 0.5 is 57. X equals 57 degrees. 16. For this one, it's 3 times z equals 4 times 6. 3 times z equals 4 times 6. 3z equals 24. Divide both sides by 3, and you get z equals 8. That's it.
How do you get 32?
It's 3z. 3 times z.
Oh.
Yep. Okay, we're almost done. We're getting there. I'm right on target too. I was trying to do about 15 minutes. Okay, 17. Find ZC. Okay, so the theorem for this, I'll go back in it after we're done. Okay, so find ZC, this distance right here. The theorem for this is that this distance times the entire length, so 4 times 9. So this little distance times the entire length equals this distance times the entire length, 2 times 2 plus x. And then we'll solve for x. And again, you'll have your notes if you need to look at that theorem. 36 equals 4 times 2x. I just distributed that 2, and I'm going to continue solving. 32 equals 2x, and x equals 16. Then the last lesson, yes, Molly? Oh, 4 plus 5. Yeah, it's that whole length there. The last lesson was the circle equation. Remember, with this equation, these are your coordinates, but they're the opposite sign because there's a subtraction symbol in the equation. So the center of this circle would be negative 11, positive 7, and then you would look for that in the answer choices, and it's A.
Wait, what?
So the equation was x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared for a circle. These are your coordinates. Here. Okay, it's in your notes too. 19. Find the equation of a circle whose center's at 2, 3 and radius of 6. So again, it would be x minus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 6 squared, which would be 36. So I'm looking for this in my answer choices, and it is right here. Number 20. Now it shows you the circle. You have to find the equation for circle P. To find the equation, you would need to know the center, and you would need to know the radius. The distance from the center to the outside is 2 units, and then the center here is at 0, 1, 2, 3. So therefore, the equation would be x minus 0 squared, which will just be x squared, plus y minus 3 squared equals 2 squared, which is 4. This would just be x squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 4. Looking for that in the answer choices, and it is right here. Okay, and that's it. I'm going to stop the recording.